Hello everyone, this is our second device modeling MBP Python tutorial. Today I will introduce Python project structure. In our last discussion, we talked about the MBP Python editor. In this session, we will introduce the structure of the MBP Python project, the task group, and how to call an independent Python file within the task group. The structure of the MBP Python project is clear and easy to manage. At the top level is a Python project named Lab1, which includes three subprojects, Lab1 WSP, Lab1A, and Lab1B. In your directory folder, you will see these three subprojects folders under the Lab1 project folder. Within each subproject, you can create multiple task groups, such as demo task group. In addition to the task group, we can also create Python files located within the task group. These Python files can be called by the tasks in the task group. When you look in the directory folder, you will notice that both the task group and 4 additional Python files are all located within the task group folder Lab1 WSP. In a task group, you can add multiple tasks to complete a series of work. In this instance, we added 4 tasks, setting initial variables, addition of variables, multiplication of variables, and printing the final variable's value. If we navigate to the directory folder, we can find the task files along with an initial Python file located in the task steps folder. Before we get started with the demo, I would like to introduce the functions available in the task group. The play button allows you to run the entire task group at once, while the play button located next to each step enables you to run an individual task. Please note that the results may differ when running all tasks at once compared to executing them one by one, depending on your code. I will show you the difference between the two methods later during the demo. Here, the two buttons on the left allow you to check or uncheck all the tasks at once, while the two buttons on the right enable you to add a new task or delete the selected task. Additionally, you can check or uncheck the box before each step to enable or disable the corresponding steps. You can also drag and drop steps to change their order. In this task group, we use 4 tasks to perform addition and multiplication operations on a variable. The first task assigns an initial value to the variable, which is defined in global Python file. The second task adds 50 to this variable. The third task multiplies the variable by 2. Finally, the last task prints the result and displays it in the debug window. When we click the play button, 4 tasks will run one after the other, and the output from each task will be displayed in the debug window. Initially, the variable is assigned a value of 100, then 50 is added to it, and finally, the total is multiplied by 2, resulting in a final value of 300. If we change the order of the second and the third tasks by dragging them, and then clicking the play button, we will notice a corresponding change in the final result. In this case, we multiply the variable by 2 first and then add 50, which gives us a final result of 250. It is important to note that each task operates independently. If we run a single task step by step manually, the variable's value assigned in the first task will not be retained in subsequent tasks. They will always retrieve their values from global Python file. Therefore, if we run the tasks individually, the final result will be 0. In the task group, we can call an independent Python file within the same task group. In this example, we will perform mathematical operations using an independent Python file rather than using the task add and the task multiply functions directly in the task group. So how do we call the independent Python file within the task group? First, we need to assign the path of the independent Python file to the global Python file in task group. Next, we should import the necessary functions from the independent Python file into the relevant task where the calculations will take place. For instance, in the task cal, we will perform addition and multiplication by calling independent Python file. Now, let's dive into the demo. In this independent Python file, we still get the initial value from the task group. Add 50 to it, and then multiply the result by 2. In the global Python file within the task group, as I mentioned earlier, we need to specify the path of calculate Python file to task group so that it can recognize our module. Next, we will add a new task to the task group and name it task cal. We will import the function cal from calculate module, which is defined in the calculate Python file and will handle the mathematical operations. Here, we can uncheck the two tasks and click the play button. You will see that the final result comes from adding 150 and then multiplying by 2, giving us a total of 300. In summary, in this video, we explore the unique feature task group, which allows Python scripts to run in series. And we also know how to call an independent Python file within a task group. Next time, we will introduce the MBP Python API. Thank you for watching.